You're listening to KCYP 97.7 The City. This is Scarlet Rose, and you're now listening to RGV Rocks.
This is KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. This is Scarlet Rose here on RGV Rocks. KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City is a nonprofit organization that promotes local artists such as myself and is the home of indie music. We're now accepting donations through our website, www.thecity977.com, and as well as sponsorships to keep this radio station thriving. For more information on paying donations, sponsorships, or business advertisement, feel free to contact Joe Martinez at 956-789-0702 or by email at martinezjoe@hotmail.com. I'll also be leaving the donation links in the description below if you guys want to donate to the city or even like to ourselves. But we also have a Patreon, so we'll be announcing that later on to our show. Whenever the show ends, we usually give out our social media handles, and you'll learn more about that as time comes. For the people that don't know who we are, what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to local talent, events, and all the wonderful people in the RGV, such as you and I. Today we have a very special guest on our show. They haven't been interviewed before, so make room and make way for Levanter Dance Team. How are you?
Hi. Thank you for having us on your show.
Yeah.
I know that you're saying your names. Do you want to give an introduction about who you are, what you do really quick for the audience members that don't know who you are?
So I'm Helena, and I've been dancing for around 3 years, and I've been a K-pop stan for the longest time. I can't even remember. I started Levanter last year, and that's pretty much who I am. Other than that, that's all I really do and stuff. I just dance.
Hi, I'm River. I'm the captain for the Cameron County unit that we just started up in like August, and so I've been on this team since June. Yeah, it's been a very short while, but to be honest, I really clicked with the team, and it was super awesome having them and bringing me in like their own. So I had brought up an idea to like do a Cameron County unit because like rarely there's like it's very McAllen based for the RGV like dance teams. So I was like, you know what, I really want a unit in Harlingen and like be able closer to me, and so that's what we did, you know. And so yeah, I've been dancing. I've been dancing for like a good few years. So yeah, they were nice enough to make a unit just for like people who were in Cameron County, and it was really awesome to see that grow.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on the new dance team, because I know it started since last year, you said.
Mhm.
The other question I had, and keep in mind, what made you decide to make different teams in different like counties? Because I know that kind of when you say Cameron County, I was like, oh wait, that kind of solves my question that I was going to ask, because I noticed you said CC, and I was thinking, oh, Corpus Christi.
Yeah, so we decided that to like summarize everything, Levanter had 2 restarts where we just rebranded everything. So we made Levanter RGV in around June, July of last year. And so during our rebrand that was in November, we were also collaborating with this team from San Antonio on making a future cover of some sort, but that canceled due to our rebranding and a few other personal things. So I was in talks with them during our rebranding, and we were like, hey, why don't we make a San Antonio unit? And so ever since then, we've had that, San Antonio division, and now it's just been Levanter RGV and Levanter San Antonio. And I'm really thankful to our captains over there, such as Balin and JJ and Venus, as they've really helped the team grow. And so from there, we made a Houston unit, a Houston division, which is now growing, and really appreciative to our captain, Nabi. She's been doing awesome work for that unit. And then from there, we made a Cameron County unit. That way, we can kind of keep it to where it's like, half of the valley and half of the valley, because A lot of dance teams nowadays, like K-pop based, are usually in McAllen or Far or Mission. And a lot of people from the Cameron County areas have to drive all the way over here to do what they love, dancing. So River made the idea of like, okay, there's, a lot of people from McAllen joining these dance teams, but why not have people from Cameron County join these dance teams and have it easier for them? So we decided to make our Cameron County division, and now in total we have four, I think. Four.
We have
Yeah.
4 units.
Yeah, but we've definitely grown a lot with our divisions, and if I'm gonna say a little spoiler, we definitely plan on making a unit division in Mexico.
That's interesting. So how do you feel about that? Especially like going into like from all of Texas, well, not all of Texas, but like most of Texas, like in that area to Mexico. How do you feel about that, like coming up?
Well, it's definitely something our other captains like have no idea is gonna happen, but I've definitely been wanting it to happen soon. Definitely not this year. But I'd say once our current divisions grow, then we can open a new one, so that way people can engage more with Levanter, and then soon enough we'll be known.
I was gonna say, so basically, your captains don't know that this is gonna go on. It's a little spoiler alert for them as soon as they're like watching the show. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you just dropped like a huge present to them. They're like, surprise.
Yeah.
Um,
I've mentioned it
oh,
before.
oh, you did. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not that much of a surprise to them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. So I was like, oh my gosh, they already dropped a huge surprise for them. Going into what's it called, Levanter Dance Team, because I know you said that you rebranded. So, when did you actually start? Was it 20? I saw something on like your Instagram handle where it was like 2021.
Yeah, we started 7/21/2021.
Oh, okay. So your anniversary had just passed.
Yeah.
Like, how was your anniversary for you guys?
It was very heartfelt. We had a party for all our members, and it was really nice. It was fun to see members that haven't interacted with each other before, like interact with each other. Because in order for our members to meet each other, they have to be in a certain song where they're together, or a certain performance, or as we call them, units. Each song is a different unit. So like, let's say we perform at Bees in a Pod. So, and we're performing there on the 20th. So let's say we're performing 3 songs. Those 3 songs are 3 different units with multiple groups of people. So in order for our members to meet each other, they have to be in one of those sections. So it was nice to have everyone, come together as, just one, and not wait till we put them in units and stuff like that. So it was definitely awesome, and we had a piñata and everything, and
Oh my
it was
gosh, a
so like
piñata?
last minute, and it was really fun.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we're bigger than we anticipate. We should have brought more food.
How many members are in the dance team now? Because you mentioned that it's bigger than what it should have been.
I'd say I don't know. I never actually thought of that, but I know we have
Yeah.
over 18 for the RGV area. For Cameron County, we have 5 or 6, I believe.
We have 7.
And 7?
Yes, plus staff, we have like 9 or so.
Oh yeah. Plus staff, we have around over 20.
Okay.
And then for San Antonio, I believe we also have 8 or 9. I'm not sure. And then Houston, we have 4.
Oh my gosh, that's a reasonable amount for like a dance group. It's not
Yeah.
too big, not too small, but it's just like the right size. Now talk to me about your current event that's going to happen next week. It's going to be BanzaiCon on October 1st through the 2nd. When are you guys performing?
Actually, we aren't sure of time yet, but
Okay.
on Friday of next week, we are performing and hosting a random dance play at the Live at SPI Must Be concert, hosted by
Ooh.
A Cultura Productions and BanzaiCon and many more. So, it's going to be at the Cameron County Amphitheater, and we're going to be there Friday, September 30th, 2022. So yeah, definitely look forward to seeing us there. And then from there, we'll also be at BonsaiCon this upcoming weekend, October 1st and 2nd. We'll be hosting a K-pop panel, which will include some of our performances, a super, super, super big surprise of a Levanter RGV and Levanter San Antonio collaboration dance. And we'll also be hosting like games during our panel, such as like random dance plays and all this other stuff, trivias, prizes, all that.
Gosh, that's so exciting. So is it like your first time ever meeting the San Antonio unit, or is it gonna be like you've already known them?
Yes, it is in person.
So have you guys like talked about it a little bit more, or like what are your acts for that day?
Oh, our like songs?
Yeah, like the songs. Sorry.
For the must be event, we'll be doing a lot of songs. If they're kind of surprises, but I will name
Okay, gotcha.
that we're redoing some songs that we performed before, but even better.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Is it like the what's it called? Some of the covers that you've already posted on like your YouTube or
Yes,
Yeah.
but
oh
one of
okay, okay,
them,
okay.
the one I'm talking about was deleted, so we'll be performing that again.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, especially like on the whole San Antonio unit mixed with them with the RGV. So I'm very excited for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So going into like the actual interview portion, I know it's like a lot of like introduction interview questions, but
Mhm.
going into like the actual interview portion, especially for both of you too, what do you like about the RGB and why?
Mm.
I really like how it's not like super big, but it's not super small either. I really like that. And there's a lot of awesome people here. Uh like I've met a lot of friends and a lot of people that, have became my friend and have helped me with Levanter. And without them, it's like what would I have done, like it's I really like RGB. Like it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, what I like is just like, of course, like we have family here, and it's like our culture's here, even though like it's very kind of like becoming diverse in RGB, especially when we're introducing like new cultures. Like now that there's like just K-pop like teams growing and growing. Like there's so much like just popping up. I'm like, oh my gosh, like a new team. But it becomes a home, and like sometimes like even if you move away from that home, it's still gonna be in your heart. So like that's how I feel with the RGB. And it's just like feeling its culture and like having those memories of being at this place, like going to the flea markets and like going to the beach. Like I tell people that like I'm like from here, and they're like, where is that? And then like I'm like, oh well, it's like you'll find out one day. I'll take you one day. And so like it just becomes like a culture shock for them. And I'm like, it just becomes like honestly like a great place for me. And like you meet so much new people actually, like just being here. Like I've been here for like all my life. And I have not met a better group of people than Levanter. And like I'm like, oh my gosh, these people, they were here. Like while I was here, like they were in the RGV. So it's great to just be meeting new people like all the time. And it's just a great environment overall.
And you mentioned that you're also from Cameron County as well, and as well as like from
Yes.
Hidalgo too.
I'm originally from Harlingen, but right now I'm in Edinburgh because I'm going to school
Oh my,
there.
oh my gosh. So are both of
Yeah,
you like what part of the valley are you guys from?
I'm
I'm
definitely
from
like Lower
Westlaco.
Valley. Yeah.
Okay. Westlaco and then Lower Valley. So it's kind of like a
Mhm.
mix. And also do you like it's everybody from because I'm in what's it called? You've mentioned that you have the two Hidalgo teams. Well, the Hidalgo team and then also the Cameron County team. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like a mix of girls like all together. Do you guys like practice by yourselves or how does that work?
As for Hidalgo, on behalf of that, we have like practices usually at Action Dance Studio or a studio that we lease monthly. Um, we have they're in McAllen. So everyone is like required to meet for the practices. Usually we do offer ups for songs. Like for example, we're performing a business pod. So let's say we're gonna have two songs. These are the songs. And we put it in our news chat. As we do run through Discord, because we have a lot of people. And so our members can offer up like, I want to be in this song, I want to be in this song. If there's no more spots, hate to break it to you, but there's no more spots. And so the requirements to participating in a song is that you need to be attending each and every practice, mandatory for the song, which are usually on weekends from 3 to 6, with lunch breaks and etc. So yeah, those are the only requirements we ask for. If there's times where our members can't like go to a certain practice, it's fine as long as they have a valid excuse. Because one member not going to practice, it really makes a difference. So yeah, usually everyone meets in McAllen, and that's how it's always been. We have it in our rules and guidelines and also in our audition form.
I know that you mentioned K-pop dance classes, right? That you've done
Mhm.
at Action Dance Studio. Can anyone join? Or I know you had like an event in the past, like in what's it called? I think was it September or fall editions or something like that?
Yeah, so upcoming we have our fall auditions today, which are for ages 14 plus. So these are our first ever in-person auditions because usually we have them online. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing new faces. It's at Dance Studio from 6 o'clock to 7:45. Anyone of any culture, race can do this. You know, if you can dance and you have the passion to dance and you want to do it with more people, anyone can do it. So we just encourage
And then
everyone
what's
to
it
be
called?
passionate.
I had another question pertaining to that. So when do our auditions, when did our auditions start and when do they end?
Usually they end and open at the most random times. We usually open them every first week of every month. But we decided to stop doing that since we've been getting a lot more members and we only have 3 captains.
Oh my
So
God.
it's insanely hard. But we are looking into getting another captain anytime soon. I'm not sure when, but we will apparently because we've been getting a lot more members and this audition today will show if we do need another captain. Which usually for captains we just promote our members who've been with us like long term. So yeah, but other than that, yeah.
And how did you guys get into like dance, specifically like K-pop dance? Oh, dance covers, because I know that it's gone from like you said that I think 2 of you have said that you've danced for a very long time. Was it specifically just like K-pop dance covers, or like how did that go about?
I started when I was very young. I did dancing for my church and it's like a different environment. It's more like calming and stuff. It's not really K-pop based, you know. But after that I did high school drill team for about 3 years. And that kind of just kickstarted everything because I love to dance, but I was super scared of being like on stage. If you met me like a few years ago, I would have been like, no way, like I wouldn't be doing that, you know? I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, you know, like going to conventions and like doing events. But yeah, that really kickstarted in high school. Like I was like motivated and you know, people were like, hey, like you're actually a good dancer. I was like, oh, like thank you. So that would just like it boosted myself and my confidence. And you know, after high school, I was like, you know what, I'm not done. Like I'm not finished. Like I know I have something out there for me. And so I saw that like I started to like K-pop because like my friends like they're like, hey, you like this and this, you know, because it's becoming more you know how do you say it? I can't remember, but it's
Popular?
becoming more like popular, yes. And so I was like, you know what, yeah, and I started liking the songs and then like, you know, oh there's dances to it. So I started learning the dances and I was like, then I saw that Levanter was having like their dance like auditions and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I know I'm not done yet, and I feel like this would be like a great opportunity for me. So yeah, then I joined, and they're like probably like the best group of people you'll ever meet, and I'm so happy for auditions today because like I just want everyone to experience that family and that mindset that will take anybody like that will want to do what we're doing. And you don't have to be talented, you don't have to like know all the dances, you don't have to if you can be dedicated and you just want to do it, you're here. Like we'll be a guidance for you, we'll help you out. So that's what I really liked about it.
And what about the other captain?
Oh, so like for me, I'm really young. Like I'm not even over 20. Um, so I won't be saying my age, but I'm really young and I've been dancing for 2 years, like I said. And for Levanter, I used to be in multiple dance teams previous to Levanter. I've been in dance teams for the longest time, so I have plenty of experience in that. And I've been learning from other people, like watching them and seeing how they dance is like, it makes me want to dance like that, Like it gives me confidence and motivation to keep learning, to keep on going. So being in the Vector now and seeing my teammates like dance, it really does help me like pick up and improve. And I feel like from last year when the team started to now, I've definitely improved way more than I, should have. I used to be really stiff and shy when dancing, like I wouldn't want to go shaking my booty around. Like I was really shy. And now I'm just like really confident in the dances. Like I feel like I've grown in dance and I'm really thankful for my members, like they've really showed it to me, like how to do certain things. They'd help me, they'd give me tips, and I'm glad that they do. Like, I get that I'm a captain, but um, some people, they think, oh, captains are supposed to be perfect. They're supposed to be really, really good at dancing, and they're supposed to help their members. But with us, with the Vanter, it goes both ways. So our captains aren't all perfect. We all have our flaws in dance and we all have things that we need to fix. So um our like Levanter members helping our captains out is definitely something great to see, and they've definitely helped me out the most.
Yeah, I do agree with that because what's it called? I feel like the captains should always be like a set of an example and just have
Mhm.
fun doing what they want to do. So I feel like that what you said actually what's it called reflects like dance team really well. Going into specifically dance I would say dance songs or like dance covers what dance covers are your favorites from the ones you've already done or are planning to do?
Oh, Cheer Up by Twice. That cover was definitely traumatic and I don't ever want to perform that one again. Um, we did film that in the heat at like 8 in the morning at a tennis court in McAllen. It was so hot and like it was insane. It was insane. So filming that is something I don't want to do again. But if I had to choose one cover that I really liked, it'd definitely be 11 by Ive when we performed that at IMAS, because that group of people were the first group of people that I've danced with in Levanter. So performing with them and making all those memories was definitely so fun. Yeah, it was awesome. And we had like really nice concept photos for that. We wore these matching white suits with like these blue gloves, and everything was so nice. Like it was so coordinated and well done. And IMAS Museum really treated us well. Props to them. We'll definitely be at their next Lunar New Year festival next year in January. So definitely look forward to that. As we have not spoiled that yet, but we are now.
And then what about you, River?
I believe like I tell them all the time, like I will not do cute concepts for K-pop. Like I love Twice, but I will not do Europe or will not do TT. I'm like a very like hardcore dancer. Like I do hip hop mostly. and so it's kind of hard for me to get in that mojo of being like very feminine. So yeah, I the my favorite dance right now is probably the one we're doing with San Antonio. I'm not gonna say what it is, but that one had like helped me more because being in drill team, I had to feminize my moves and I had to like become more elegant with it. And I'm like, I used to be like a hip hop dancer, like a male hip hop dancer. Like I need to get that back, that mojo back. But yeah, I think that's my favorite. I have a lot of songs prepared for Cameron County and I'm excited to do them, especially I've been talking with our other captain. Her name is Doll, and she's also our vice manager for Levanter. And she's very hardworking, so I like to talk to her about it. Like, hey, is there some songs I want to do? And she's like, you know what, we'll do them. Like, I don't care. Like, we're gonna do them. So yeah.
Doll is the best. I love Doll
Hmm.
because Doll has been managing everything for the longest time. I didn't mention, but also our captains for our Hidalgo team are VNA Min, and myself, and our managers include Doll and our vice manager Doll and our manager Vinny, who's coming back from Michigan next month. So we're really excited to see him again with open arms. It's been a long time since we've seen him. But they're both really hardworking, and Doll has been working her butt off for these
Hmm.
events, like giving us the contracts, going to these meetings, and all this stuff. Like, props to Doll. Props to Doll.
Props at all. But that is it for our interview. Thank you so much for joining us here on RGV Rocks.
Hmm.
Do you have any social media plugins that you want to put out before we end this interview?
Mm-hmm. Our Instagram is Levanter Dance Team. Our YouTube is also the same, Levanter Dance Team. And I believe that's it. Also, our San Antonio unit is Levanter SA Dance Team on Instagram, and our Cameron County unit is Levanter CC Dance Team, and our Houston unit is Levanter HT Dance Team. Definitely check them out on Instagram. They are amazing people, and yes, that's pretty much all to say.
Do you have any shout outs before you leave?
Um,
Our members,
our
definitely our
members,
members.
yes, Banzai, Akudura, thank you for this like opportunity of going and stuff like that. Our members, thank you so much. We got us here. So yeah, that's a big one. Our members, we like to
Hmm.
like we love to treasure them. They're like
And
all
our
ladies.
staff for
Yes.
sure. They've been really helpful. And our bodyguard Tree, he's awesome.
You guys have a
Bodyguard tree.
bodyguard? Oh my
We have a
god, wait, what?
bodyguard Tree.
Well, we call him bodyguard tree. So we put him to work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you guys had a bodyguard. Oh my god. Is it getting that crazy? Does it really get that crazy? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining us here on our show. If you guys want to check us out or learn more about what we do on our show, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook and Instagram is just RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Once again, Facebook and Instagram is just RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. We also have a Patreon account, so you guys want to check that out. Be sure to follow us on patreon.com/RGV Rocks for exclusive perks, especially if you guys want to have a very special shout out at the end of our show. Be sure to subscribe to our Patreon because we do give very special shout outs if you guys sub to our Patreon. So thank you so much, Levanter Dance Team, for joining us here on our show. We'll be here next time on KCYP 97.7 FMLP, The City. We'll see ya.